Make sure you know your benefits, state it, don't overstate it, and don't underplay it either. Give yourself the value to give yourself the recognition for the value that you bring to a company or to a relationship.
Welcome to Cards and Constellations with Bonnie Morris and Don Rumor Rivera from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here, we blend astrology and tarot to guide you through the twists and turns for the week ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share. Let's dive into your cosmic journey together.
Leo, this is your astrology for the week of August 18th through the 24th, 2025. Let's take a peek and see what astrology is directing us to do this week. This week, we do have the same kite headed towards Saturn opposing Mars, so trying to locate where action and limitations can become compromised on. And the same goes for opposition between Mercury and Pluto. There's some change that needs to occur in communication, so be careful with what you say and how you say it this week. Please do not use words very liberally. Use them sparingly and make sure they mean what they mean and what they say. The kites begin to dissolve midweek, which is a good thing, by the way. And by the end of the week, the opposition is gone, and we have a new opposition between Venus and Pluto. Isn't there always opposition? Really? But anyway, this is a good one, though. This is a more positive one. That's your love and romance and money versus big changes. And somewhere in these is a compromise to be worked out. So I'm liking this love and money. Heck yeah, bring it on. We will also see Mars square Jupiter, and that brings up a lot of drive and determination, a strong energy, and a word of caution. So be careful to not let your ambition overdrive your abilities and, more importantly, your ego. That's just not a cool thing to do. You may sometimes act without fully considering consequences now that there are two planets here. One is toward worldly ambition and wealth, and the other is toward influence. So again, this is one of those things. It's like, what is you want to help the world or you want to help yourself? Maybe you can find a good mix between the two if you're, again, on top of it and you can kind of understand it. The other is toward ideas and visionary causes, which is what I said. In either case, you will benefit from cultivating patience and awareness of the impact on the other. This week, Leo, you're stepping from a period of self-expression, and the spotlight into a cycle of practical grounding. And the sun leaves your sign and goes into Virgo on the 22nd. This is a good thing because, sometimes you just need to relax and chill. So if you've been looking at doing a vacation, this is a good time to do it. If you've been wanting a staycation, this is a good time to do it. And if you've been just wanting to kind of not do something, say, hey, don't do the friends, don't do all those things. Maybe this is a week to not be very social. This would be a kind of energy for that. While you may still feel that you glow from recent personal wins, your focus shifts toward money, resources, and stability. Mars will add ambition in your shared resources and will push you to handle deeper communications. Again, this is about inner thoughts and inner conversations before you do the outer ones. So make sure you think before you speak. Lord knows we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Let's hear more than we talk. You know what I'm saying? Midweek, there may be some career-related conversations, especially about salaries, projects, funding, or partnerships. Loving that one. Again, don't fear that. That's a good thing because this could be with all the hard work you put in and all the time you've finally gotten some recognition for it. It's like, okay, now give me some money. I want some money for this, or I want a promotion, or do I want a new project, or something like that. Or more importantly, hey, if I don't get what I need, I may have to leave. But that's also be careful with that one because, again, that's putting your ego out there too much, and that could, because of that conjunction we talked about, or that kind of square, that could be problematic. After the sun shifts into on the 22nd, your attention will turn to monetizing your skills and tightening your finances, which we just talked about. Maybe again, hey, give me my promotion, give me my raise, or I may have to walk. Avoid locking into big agreements on the 23rd. Until you've reviewed these numbers twice. Again, pay attention to detail. If you're single, you may meet somebody through work on a professional network this week. If you're coupled up, there are practical talks that need to shape the big budget pictures and big purchases and long-term investments. So again, this is a good week to talk to your significant other about where you want to put your money and how you want to grow and where this is all going to be leading to. Budget revisions, secure new income sources, and discussing financial arrangements are favored. You may find a way to turn a passion project into some extra income. Isn't that cool? Passion into profit. Amazing. If you check out my on my YouTube channel, you'll find an entire interview or actually conversation about profit and passion into profit. It's a great thing to watch this year. Keep your spending modest until you've clarified all terms. Your stamina is steady, but you'll feel more energized when you focus on structured routines and avoid any unnecessary drama. Save your drama for someone else's mama. Don't do it this week. Set small, achievable goals in health and fitness, and a little discipline can go a long way this week. Again, love yourself, pay attention to what you're doing, don't get out of control, and more importantly, stay steady, strong, and move forward. Leo, you are the lion. You can do this. It's not a problem, right? Right. Let's have a conversation about tarot and see if tarot aligns. Leo, this is your tarot reading for the week of August 18th through the 24th. Let's see how it aligns, or if it even aligns with the astrology side. First card out, Prince. I love this. This is the Prince. This is me, King of Coins. King of Coins. And I love that because King of Coins is Pentacles, Coins is Pentacles. And all that's about it's not only money. Okay, it's abundance, it's happiness, it's joy, it's bringing a holistic kind of approach. And so this is telling you you're large and in charge this week. You really feel comfortable and you're in a good space. Again, you're feeling good about where you are, what you're doing, how things are happening. Even your economics right now. But this is a good time when you have that kind of energy, is maybe to review and make sure all is as well as it is. Then you have the King of Swords here. I love this. King of Swords is here, and so the King of Swords is like the transition or the changes you've been going through. Again, you control those changes, you put them into place, and they're actually paying off. This could also be this could be someone who is a businessman or a manager who comes into your world, someone who maybe comes into your world and says, hey, I'd like to have a conversation maybe about a partnership, or I'd like to have a conversation about this or the other. This could be a supervisor or a manager or an owner of a company who is coming in to give you recognition and give you some things that make you happy. And look at this, there's the money, the nine of Pentacles. And so the Nine of Pentacles is that money. It's like, hey, you know what? We're giving you acknowledgement. So again, you are happy already. You did something that's paid off, and now this is the week where you may see some recognition to it. And then that's that Nine of Pentacles, and so that recognition includes a little cha-ching. But more importantly, the one thing is, because it's not only money, this is about some other things too. The joy and the happiness about being acknowledged, the joy and happiness about being considered for this opportunity, that kind of stuff. Faith card is here. So the Faith card is saying you knew that you would get there. You knew you would get there with this. So again, if it's a project, you knew it would get to a conclusion. You knew you would have a great outcome. If you, again, you just have to, if you believe it, you can achieve it in that situation. And then we have the Five of Wands, which is interesting, that internal struggle that you have faced along the way and the doubts, they paid off because, again, you had the faith. And ultimately, the Three of Cups is here, which means you celebrate the joy of the experience. So this is also get out there and party this week. Get out there and be around people this week, but maybe not so much as like major party. This is more about celebrating the achievement again. So you're going to be seeing something coming your way. You're going to get acknowledged this week. You're going to be cherished this week, and people are going to show you that you have value. So make sure you do that. On the bottom of the deck is a Two of Wands. And again, it's interesting because the universe is throwing you choices. It's throwing choices at you. Choices: do you stay where you are, or do you go into a new business, a new line of work, or do you even change jobs? Or do you, is this the week where I push for a promotion and raise, or this week where I don't? Again, choices, choices, choices. There'll be tons of choices around you. The question is, what will you do with those choices, and how do you handle them? That's where it leaves it up to you and free will and determination. The most important thing, though, is don't overstate your benefit, but make sure you state strongly what that benefit is. Make sure you know your benefits, state it, don't overstate it, and don't underplay it either. Give yourself the value to give yourself the recognition for the value that you bring to a company or to a relationship, because this is also about relationships. Make sure you have a conversation with your relationship. If you've been kind of having a little bit of tepid energy at home, have the conversation. Have it and say, hey, let's work on this. What's going on? How can I help to make sure our relationship is moving forward? And if you're single, get out there and mingle. Because again, someone's coming along. This is a week where you will find a significant other, and that significant other is going to make you happy at home. I'm loving that energy. So this is a really good week for you. This is an amazing week for you, a week of opportunities that for getting the recognition you deserve, a week where you're bringing closure to many things, a week where it's going to give you ideas moving forward. And this could be a week of you opening up new opportunities and concepts for yourself. So all I can say is get to it. Enjoy this week. Make sure you're out there doing what you need to do. Make sure that most importantly, you're focusing on what brings happiness, joy, and relief to you and your family, and the money will follow. I truly believe that. With that said, I'm going to let you go. Please hit the like, share, subscribe, and follow button. When you share this out, you help us grow our channel, and that really would help us immensely. Additionally, when you hit that subscribe button, you help me grow the channel in reference to numbers. But again, sharing it out there helps other people find the benefit and the energy that is from these readings. Love, light, and blessings from me at Sonora Mystic Tarot and my family, Miss Bonnie and her family, to you and to yours until next week. Again, hit that share button, subscribe on Sonora Mystic Tarot, pop over to Your Love Goddess, do the same thing, or if you're on that one, pop over, and more importantly as well, Cards and Constellations. Help us grow that channel. We would appreciate it. Until next week, bye-bye.